Was that awkward when they came back in?
Oh my god, so awkward.
Your friend said that you split up in December last year.
Yeah, so we split up in December. You was going to go and do a
I was going to like explore a few different options, get in a few situations.
Who were the options?
I just wanted to get to know everyone. Like,
Who?
just
Yeah.
speak.
Break silence. Split up. Altercation. Welcome back to another episode of Not My Bag. I'm Joe, and today I have two islanders that deserve the ultimate debrief. It is the little heartthrobs, Yasmin and Tommy!
We're back!
Welcome.
So excited to be here.
Guys, thank you for coming on.
Oh, no worries.
Thanks for having us.
That's all right. It's your first pod, right?
First pod. We're so
pod with you.
excited.
I'm so
I know.
I'm so excited. We missed out on meeting each other at the villa.
Yeah, that's not fair.
which I
We
could not
did.
believe.
I know.
We were
I
like,
was sad because I messaged you. I was like, well, we didn't even get to see you.
I know, like passing ships. Honestly, I did that live and they went boom
We're
out
the
the
only
door.
islanders that haven't really met you as well, I feel like.
I know,
Yeah.
but I weirdly feel like I've known you both
Yeah,
forever.
I
that's
feel like I've known you all my life.
It must
Yeah.
be the Essex, and you're from Kent, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we would have
We
crossed
probably-
paths.
yeah,
Tommy
yeah.
used to go to David Lloyd and Chigwell.
Shout out
the
David Lloyd
Shout out David
Chigwell.
Lloyd.
Fucking the amount of times on this podcast that I shout them out, I deserve a free membership. Anyway, I'm going to start with what is not your bag this week.
Oh, go on.
Go on.
Go on,
Tequila.
Tommy. Yeah, and mine will be looking after him when he has tequila.
Tequila.
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
shots of tequila?
Oh, well, Friday night. Obviously in the
Optics
villa.
were not great.
Yeah, the optics weren't
No.
great. You're not obviously not allowed to drink too much in the villa.
Mm.
So I
Let's
had
just say it was a big blowout.
I had maybe like 6 or 7 shots and then probably a few tequila pineapples, vodka
It was a
lemonade.
lot.
It's deserved, though.
It was deserved.
You
I
guys had
now
a...
know what I've signed myself up for. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
at least I know it all now.
Show your true colours early on.
Thank you.
And then it can only get better
And
from
also,
there.
I get a free coupon for the next time I'm like that.
Yeah, to
You
be
know what
fair.
I mean?
I
Next
love
time-
an IOU in a relationship.
Thank you.
No,
It's
it's fair.
yeah.
I owe her one. Next time she's drunk, I will be carrying her out.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I love that. You need it. Right, shall we unpack your bag?
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's unpack. Right, in here I've got a
God.
folder of images. There's some... It's all fun.
This
It's
is
all-
scary.
This is actually the least scary part.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You wait till we get to baggage claim.
Oh,
right.
shit.
So I've got... It's a picture of Tommy ironing for you. And I love
This
that
is my favourite.
already whipped into shape, it
Thank
seems.
you. Do you know before Love Island, he never actually ironed. So this makes this photo even better for me.
Really?
Yeah.
So basically, I was never great at ironing. My mum would always help me out with that.
Right.
And when I got in there, first couple of days, I was like, right, shit, I've got to
All the
learn to
boys
do
are
this proper
ironing.
now. Me and Jordan gave me a few lessons,
Okay.
and I was a pro. And then I couldn't stop ironing, and I was like, "Yeah, do you want me to do your
When
dress?"
he's bored, he just nips
You
out the
turned
iron.
into like the housemaid of the entire villa. A little
Yes.
apron on.
And now I can't wait to iron more.
I know.
Oh, I love
I've got
it.
a big pile of waiting for him at home.
Oh,
yeah.
A big... You kill me. You kill me. I've got... Sorry, guys, I've got no fingernails, so I'm like... trying to get out. Yeah. Ooh. This is... Yaz, you playing with your hair.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh.
do this all the time. I do this, don't I?
It was a big talking point in the
I
villa, weirdly
know.
online. Is it like a nervous thing, or do you
Do
just...
you know what? I've never clocked that. I do know I do it sometimes.
Now you've started, you won't
And
stop.
now I know. Do you know what it is? I think people are saying it's like an anxious thing. And do you know what it is? I feel like it is. Like when the cast boys come in or if something's happening, I'm just playing with my hair.
I know.
As like an anxious...
It
It must
is-
be.
People do it. I crack my knuckles.
Yeah, I think it's just one of the
people
things.
hate
But I
that.
quite like it, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
think
If
It's
that's
cute.
my anxious
It's
thing,
It's
then I'll deal
endearing,
with it.
right?
Yeah.
Just
Thank
sat
you.
there like a
Because
little...
I
Really?
remember our first conversation, you were going crazy with it. You was. We watched it back yesterday,
Oh,
and you were going crazy.
You
and I
left the
was
chat
like,
with just a full head of curls. Next, I've got a picture of Sabrina Carpenter.
Ah.
You were likened to the UK version of Sabrina in there.
Yes.
Have you had it before?
I've never had this before in my
Shut
life.
up. It's
a
Never,
shout.
ever. Never had it in my life. So when I remember the boys took me up on the terrace, and I think it was Lorenzo, they were giving me a tour, and he went, "All right, Sabrina," and I was like, "Who the fuck? Who's not remembering my name
What do you
already?"
mean, Sabrina?
Yeah, so I've never had this before, but I kind of see it. Maybe the hair.
I think
I
there
don't
was one
know.
night in there where you had like quite a big bouncy
Yes,
blowout.
I think that's what it is.
and I really saw it then. I was like, that's
Yeah.
By the
Sabrina.
way,
I know
shout
Tommy's...
out the hair. Shout out the
Shout out the
because
bouncy blow.
After I was mesmerised. I was
Oh.
sitting there. I was watching how she done it. Do you remember that?
really?
Not after, when we left the villa.
Oh yeah, he was
Shout
watching me
out
do the
the
blowout.
hair.
It's
I know
amazing.
the
You
tutorial.
need to do a tutorial.
I do.
Lucky
I
you
do.
having a UK Sabrina, because you know some guys would just die for that.
I know.
So,
I know.
also got a picture of
Oh,
Oh.
not that already.
you starting the WAG duties already.
Of course.
Is that something that you're looking to pursue, the WAG lifestyle?
Well, you know, we love a bit of Vicky B.
Oh, we
Maybe
do.
I can be Vicky B. And he can be
Who would
David
be your
B.
Who'd be your Cheryl? You know, like that picture of Cheryl and Vicky B. Have you ever seen it?
Who
It's
would
like
be
the
my
old-
Cheryl?
Yeah, you're like your WAG partner in crime.
Oh.
Is there any other? Maybe Angie, because Simba plays football,
of
right?
Maybe
course.
Angie,
I can
yeah,
see me
yeah,
and
yeah.
Angie. You
What
know,
if me and Simba play
Y2K,
against each other?
sunglasses,
I
love
mini
it.
shorts.
Me and Simba could play against each other.
Could. That would be
Really?
a
We
rivalry.
could
She'll be
do,
one
yeah.
end, I'll be at the other.
No
We
way.
could play against each
Wait, you're
other.
in like the same. I don't know anything
Well,
about football.
in the
League?
FA Cup, in the cup game,
But
we
they
could
play in
against
different
each other.
teams.
Yeah.
So we could
Right.
play against each other.
But that would
Okay.
be funny. I wouldn't be able to
That
take him
would be
serious.
funny.
Yeah,
I'd
hate
start dancing with him.
rapping.
Potato dance.
Yeah,
But
rapping.
we'll get on to the rapping.
Oh, God.
Right, guys, we have so much to unpack. I always start off by asking people about how they got onto the show. Did you guys apply, scouted, that type of vibe?
Yeah, so I actually applied in
Okay.
January and then I went through the whole process. I was like newly single and I thought, do you know what? This is my chance. Because I'm a relationship girly. So
Okay.
I knew it was a matter of time before I'd get
You're a
into
lover girl.
another relationship or something. And I've always wanted to do it. So I thought, do you know what? This is my time.
Okay.
And then followed through the process. I thought, what will come, will come. But yours is slightly different.
Yeah, they approached me.
Okay.
And then, yeah, didn't like think anything of it really. Just like spoke to them. It went quiet. And then it was very sudden. They were just like, right, when you fly up. I was like,
Ready?
right.
Yeah.
Do we feel like maybe you described like a type of man you would like and they looked through and were like, we found
Do you want to
him?
know something
Oh
crazy?
my God. Yeah, this is crazy. We found this out like on a down day in
Yeah,
the villa, didn't
so
we?
we, the same person casted us both.
And they wanted us like
yeah.
to get. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Casted us.
really?
For
Shout out
four
Mia,
of us
shout
being
out
together.
Mia.
Shout out Mia.
No, so you owe everything to Mia.
Yeah.
Shout out Mia.
We need a
love
chat for Mia.
We need a
We need a
serious chat.
debrief for
Where did she
Mia.
find him? Yeah.
No way. Oh my
Yeah.
God, I love that. And Tommy, you had friends that were former Islanders, is that
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
knew, I've got here Harrison, Tyreek, Sammy, and Sam Kenny.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're basically an all-star anyway before you went in.
No, do you know what it was? It's from when I was playing for Colchester.
Okay.
I was there for 12 years, and Tyreek was there for a while as well. So
Oh.
I knew Tyreek years ago, and we got sort of close through that. Harrison played football with him. So mainly the connection formed
Right,
from
the
football,
football.
and then the event business. A lot of them like have come to the event, so
Okay.
it just grew from there really.
Right. I went to Colchester Football Stadium with my dad once.
You
'cause
guys
he
have
did
got
took me
so
to-
many connections
I know.
already.
And I really like their footlong hot dogs there.
Yeah,
Shout out the Fulham.
Shout
Shout
out
out
hot
the
dogs.
footlong hot dogs at Colchester
It's a
Stadium.
big stadium.
It's a
nice.
massive one. That's
Yeah.
like, my dad used to just take me to the old game to be like, still gay? And I'd be like, yeah, but I'm enjoying the food.
I'm enjoying my hot
Um,
dog. Yeah.
But so did you get any advice from any of them before you went in? Or,
Well, obviously it was very hush. Like you
Mm.
couldn't really
okay.
speak too much about it. I think when I initially first got approached, I can't remember which one I spoke to. It might have been Tyreek or I can't remember, and just literally just said like, "What the fuck do I do?"
He was like, get in there.
Yeah, no, they were
Get in.
like it's a once in a lifetime
Yeah,
opportunity.
they told you
Yeah.
to go for it, didn't they?
Go for it.
And you both went in at quite different stages.
We did.
Yaz, you went in really early on.
Yeah.
And then Tommy, you were in quite,
Clatter.
you were in probably at the worst time for a
Yes,
bombshell to go
But
in.
that's why I was very like.
So
I
you're
wouldn't have done it if I was Casa. I
Right.
wouldn't have gone on it.
But
Okay.
then I just thought, listen, it is what it is. Like if I go on there and I find someone, amazing. If
Yeah.
not, then and it worked out. But we've spoke about this and like, yeah, for me it probably wasn't the best time, but actually looking at it, it probably was because like I think I come in when Yaz sort of
Yeah.
needed someone.
You were very lucky in terms of having that connection, that spark in
Yes,
casting. Some
yeah.
people do really get that, and then others, I just feel
The
bad
rest
for
of the girls were like, I'm not interested.
I know it's hard,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, I did feel a bit bad for the boys,
I did
but
feel
like our first Our first convo, I think what did you say? You were like, he's coming home.
Oh yeah, I was like, he's coming over with me. First initial conversation, I think we named a bug Jeff, and I was like, this is my man.
Oh
They
my
didn't
God.
air that one.
Didn't air that
To
though.
be fair, we'll get onto it, but where you were at anyway was just like,
Thank you.
I can,
Perfect timing.
yeah, it was the perfect time. One thing I wanted to speak to you guys about quickly before we get into everything else is that there was so many allegations this series more than ever before about game playing, right? And this whole like, I think it's the first time that it felt like the fourth wall had been broken in the villa, where people were talking about like OGs and bombshells.
Yeah.
And then there was a lot of heat on Priya. Did you sense that when you were in there? Because I feel like from the outside watching, we only see an hour. So I'm like, was there points in the villa where it felt like that, or was it just genuine in there?
I think everyone was genuine until probably like the last sort of.
Yeah, I think
Everyone's
everyone was
genuine, but there was different behaviours going on in the last week.
Right.
Towards like the last sort of week or so, there was like a couple things where potentially it's like, oh, like, are you playing a game or like, but mainly I think like all the connections I think are definitely genuine. Like I think everyone does like each other.
Yeah.
To what
I think
extent,
it was more people going against each other.
Yeah, I think to what extent, obviously we don't know that. Only yourself, you know that. But
Do you mean game playing, not game playing, but do you mean like the changes being like voting for other, like obviously you guys were voted out,
yeah.
or do you mean in terms of like people coupling up?
Not coupling up.
Not coupling up.
not coupling
not
up.
Fine. Just in
couples.
the way people were moving, I guess.
I think there was a lot
Yeah.
of like obviously people voting for each other.
Mm.
Like near the end, there
Yeah,
was
like
a
that.
lot of
Yeah.
that, and it was like, okay, right, so that's come out, and I thought that was just a normal conversation, but
Oh,
you've now used that. I don't know.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So a bit more like when you're at that final run, people are using
Certain things.
private things to
Maybe.
go.
I don't know
Actually,
for sure, but
no,
it felt
yeah.
that way.
but I know what you mean, and you guys obviously ended up being like voted off. So it was a weird setup this year anyway. We said
So
that in with the
true.
twist
Very
through everyone,
Yeah.
through me.
We were like, yeah, we were just left
That
with
was
the
that
short
was
straw.
a weird twist.
yeah, definitely.
Have you spoken to Mika and Samraj since?
Yeah, we actually
Yeah,
saw
we have.
them, didn't we? We saw them and we bumped into them when we were doing a radio thing.
Just said
and
hi,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
fine.
Like no
Sure,
bad
sure.
blood or anything
no
like
there's
bad
that.
blood
No,
whatsoever.
It is
No.
what it is. Like I get, that's how it gets. You know what I mean? Like you're thrown in it and you've got to make a decision.
Yeah.
So it's fair. Obviously, it's annoying, but it's their decision at the
I
end of the
think
day.
it's tough as well because the way that it happened for you guys
Yeah.
was like, I don't know, it just felt, it was all going so well
I
to the point where I
know.
was like, oh my God, this is giving like top 2 type of vibe. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I know.
And then that final podcast
Yeah.
Do you
interview
know
with
what's
you
so
guys.
annoying as well? I also think that like it was the thing that came up was actually prior to even we knew each other. So it wasn't even like issues we had like
nothing
since
to do with
being
our
together in a
connection.
relationship.
Right.
It was actually issues beforehand when we didn't even know each other. So that was
Okay.
the most frustrating thing about
Yeah.
it. So.
Yeah. And I think like it's just annoying because we actually like addressed the whole situation in our first conversation in Castle, which
but just
didn't
never
get
got
aired.
aired as well.
Right.
So Yasmin knew the whole time.
So that's why I'm confused as well at like how, like the public, you know what I mean? When all this
Yeah.
But
stuff
they don't
started
know
to
that,
come.
though.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
And I didn't explain that properly in the pod because when that question come at me,
Caught you off guard.
yeah,
really.
it obviously like I didn't expect that because I'm like, why would that even come up? And then obviously it come up, and I didn't explain my situation fully properly. But that was in our first conversation, and it didn't get aired. So that's more annoying for us.
Right, yeah, I can imagine. Well, don't worry, guys. We will be getting into the nitty gritty in a
I bet.
segment
Yeah,
coming up very soon.
Yeah.
But let's talk about your villa journey as a whole. So, Yaz, you went in as a bombshell with George.
Yeah.
And I found this really funny article, which was about George said on Harrison's stream that basically this whole article was like George banned from cracking on with who he wanted to crack on with. And I clicked on it and I was like, what's this about? And it's that he said on Harrison's stream that he thought you were really fit going in. And he actually said on Harrison's stream, I was looking at her doing her walks going, she's not real.
Oh my god.
And I thought, could you have ever seen anything developing with George?
No, my
Okay.
Georgie Porgy, he was like my best mate in there. He was lovely. He really
My
looked after
Georgie
me.
Porgy.
My Georgie Porgy. But yeah, no, even like when we walked in, he was like, are you nervous? And I was like, a little bit. And he was like, don't worry. Like my mum said, if it's a girl, look after you. So he always had my best
Cute.
interest at heart,
Okay,
for sure.
fine.
But I feel like he even made a comment when we walked in, maybe like, oh, can I not get to know you then. And I was like, no.
You're like freaking out. That's walking like, shut up.
Wait, hold on a minute. Yeah.
The whole bombshell to bombshell rule really makes me laugh in there because I
Yeah.
can imagine it being so hard.
Well,
if-
yeah, especially if you fancy the geezer.
Well, I think
Yeah.
Ethan actually wanted to crack on with Alicia at
Yeah, I
one
think
point.
they
and
did.
I'm not sure if he could have.
Well,
Because they were bombshell.
apparently they are.
Oh, I've heard
Yeah,
this.
now
I've
they
heard
are,
this.
yeah.
I was on the live and I said, oh, is there any romances blossoming with anyone? And they were like, oh, there's actually someone. They're quite close right now. And I was looking around thinking,
Who?
the fuck is it? Is it Jordan? Is it blah, blah? And they're looking at me and they went, she was like, it's Ethan. Also, I'm really sorry. I need to publicly say this. It's Alicia. And I've called you Alicia on every pod. And I'm so sorry because all of the comments on the Ellie episode, I am really sorry.
It's all right, I'll get called Ellie. So.
Oh, too many names, guys. Too many names.
Too many names.
Apologise for that. So when you went in, I completely forgot that you had to do that secret challenge to
Oh my
boot.
God, no.
Because it felt like so long ago when I was going through the timeline. How was that for you?
That was really tough for me because I hate conflict.
Mm.
I hate all of that. So as soon as I walked in, saw Maya and she was like, you need to dump someone. Initial things, you're all right, okay, I've got 24 hours, it's fine. But then when it came up to it, I remember being sat on the beach and they were like, we need you to do an answer. Like, because they needed to secure the answer before you go out there.
Right.
So then I was like, oh God, okay, right. So then I was sitting there and I was like, I can't give you an answer. And I was like, there crying. I was like, this is
Oh,
just not me. I
no.
can't do it. Obviously, I don't know they're going to walk back in 24 hours later.
Yeah.
I was been like, yeah, then see you later. See you in 24 hours. But yeah, that was really, really difficult. But at the end of the day, I had to kind of put myself first. And obviously, Aidan was the person that I was most interested in at the time. So I thought, right, let's just do that.
I could tell that you hated conflict
Oh,
as
I
well.
can't
You
deal
could
with
just see it through the screen that
Yeah,
you
I
were like,
can't.
I can't.
Worst show for it. I don't know what I expected, to be honest.
And the thing is as well, it must be difficult because you haven't got time to even get to know anyone. It's like 24 hours, you've got to dump someone out. You can't
I
even like
know.
form
It's
friendships.
just like initial spark.
Yeah. And then so you dumped Ellie and then George dumped Samraj, which was just like, looking back, I was like, I can't believe that actually happened. Both of
Wait,
them had such,
Who was Samraj even with at that point? Mika?
I think so. I can't remember either. I mean, it all worked out for him anyway, so it's all fine. Was that awkward when they came back in?
Oh my God, so awkward.
Yeah.
I was like trying to put a smile on my face and I was thinking, what is going to go on? And then obviously Ellie had a go at me and stuff like that. And then I was like, oh shit, like I'm actually in the drama now. Like I can't be dealing
I'm
with
actually
this.
in the drama. Welcome to
Yeah,
Love
I
Island.
know.
And that was all over our Aidan. Why do you think it didn't work out between you and Aidan?
He just loved to kiss too much, didn't he? He just likes the flirt. I just thought he's a great guy, but I just thought, do you know what? I can't be dealing with the calling me Ellie 3 times. Come on, I have to have some self-respect.
That was the point where I think everyone was like,
That
she
no
needs
one
to
can
walk
tell
away.
me. No one can tell me he wasn't doing it on purpose. Like surely, like, and I
No,
was
I
thinking,
don't think he like done it. I don't think he said it on purpose.
okay, well, if he didn't do it on purpose, then it's in the back of his head. Ellie's in the back of his head constantly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
For him
yeah.
to say that name out loud.
Yeah.
Like, we're in bed and you're calling me Ellie in the darkness. Are you picturing Ellie's face in front of you? Like, I'm just like, I couldn't do it to myself any longer.
The thing is as well, it's not like you guys have that much to do in there aside get to know each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, clocking in to go and do something else. So at the end of the day, if he's forgetting the name, it probably
Our
is because
names couldn't
he's
be further from
Yeah.
each other. Even all my Instagram comments now are just like, you're right, Ellie.
two, what is it, syllables? Yeah. Was it Ellie? Ellie 1 or 2?
1.
Ellie, Yasmin.
2.
It's not even similar, guys.
It's not even
Me having to do
similar.
the syllable check just to make sure. And then, wait, so you went from Aidan to Lorenzo,
Yeah.
which kind of upset Aidan a bit, didn't it, at the time?
Yeah, but I was also thinking have a taste of your own medicine because it's not like you've been treating me the best, calling me a different name. And then in that recoupling, I remember thinking, oh God, do I do this? Like, do I do this? And then I did it and I wanted to add, what did I want to add in my speech? I was like, I wanted to add in, but I forgot because there's so much pressure up there. I think I was going, Annie remembers my name or something like that. I was like, yes, that's going to be iconic. And then I forgot to say it.
Well,
in
you
there.
said it now.
Oh, well, I said
So
it
we
now.
got it, we got it.
That was what was whirling around in my head. But I
Yeah.
just thought, do you know what? I need to like leave that alone.
To be fair, once you called it off with Aidan anyway, he did go back to Ellie and constantly said, is there unfinished business?
Thank
To which
you,
she was like,
exactly.
no.
She shut it down again and again and again.
He had a ride in there, didn't he? It was
He
like
did.
like a pinball. What was it like being coupled up with Lorenzo?
Lorenzo, yeah, looking back, I'm definitely like, he definitely wasn't right for me, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know, our love languages weren't aligning. Like, I'm a very like physical, touchy person. We got along really well, we did, but he's just not my guy.
And Tommy, did you watch any of the episodes before going in? Like, could you see anything going
So
on?
I literally only watched like I think the first 1 or 2, and then when Yasmin walked in, I saw that, and then after that, I sort of just left it because, like I said, like it was just out of my mind.
Okay, sure.
And I wasn't even really speaking to Love Island. It was just put it out of my mind. And then only when they said like serious now, at that point I still hadn't watched it. So then when I flew out, I watched it when I was in the holding villa.
Right.
I watched like just to get me up to date with only the last 1 or 2 episodes. So I didn't really want to. Yeah, I didn't know too much.
Yeah, yeah.
If it
So
was
you
me,
didn't
I'd
know
be
like
doing
the
my
lore
I
of the
preferred
Lorenzo
that, though.
thing.
I didn't really want to know too much, so I thought I'd just go in there and like just see what happens. Really,
it's always messy if you go when the
Exactly,
Casa Boys
yeah.
go in and shit talk other guys.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
always I
That's
think
the one
I
thing
think it's
didn't
poor
wanna do.
game.
Just don't do it.
Because
I didn't want to go in there and just like shit talk all the other boys because they're all like lovely boys. So like that's not game.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, I did think that with the Lorenzo whole romance thing, he is leading the diva epidemic for guys. That's what everyone was saying online. He is the ultimate diva, like no coffee making, compliment me
It's
now.
crazy. Lint
And-
rolling his bed sheets.
And there is a video of him. It's like a unseen bits, and it's like the dead of night, and he's got a pillow on his lap, and he's lint rolling the
it.
hair off
Yeah,
the
I've seen it. It's so funny.
It's so funny. And so, yeah, I feel like obviously if you weren't compatible in that way, then it makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like you had like one-sided feelings for him?
Who, Lorenzo?
Yeah.
I don't think I was emotionally checked in as much as he was. Really.
Okay.
I think I was trying. I was like, I was definitely a lot more open than I think he was in it. But I think if I look back now, I think I deep down knew that he wasn't the one.
Yeah, yeah.
And it makes a lot more sense after you coming in. I thought, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Like he wasn't my person.
He was a bit more upset than I thought he would be
Yeah.
after Casa.
Same.
I think it was surprising.
That shocked me as well.
Yeah, because I've only just seen that back, and because I remember that conversation thinking, oh well, yeah, you've brought someone back, I've brought someone back. Like, what's the issue? And I've watched it back now, and he does seem a little bit like
He does seem put out, which I think surprised everyone.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't expecting. I don't know, somewhat like because our connection got really
to be
strong so
fair.
quick, so maybe he just wasn't expecting
like
that.
that deep of a connection so
Yeah.
quick.
I don't know whether also he was kind of expecting you to be on your own stood there. He comes
He
back
wanted
and then
that.
you're fighting over him because one thing about Lorenzo, he loves women fighting
He
over
used
him.
to say that when we were in a couple, he'd be like, "Oh, should we just like have an argument? I miss the drama." And I'm like, "Oh my god, Lorenzo!"
And I could see that, but you were killing me when you had that conversation too, because it just reminded me of like, when someone like, when a kid just has everything they want, they're like, I can't be asked anymore, bye. Yeah, he was fully like, looked a bit like, is this over? And you're like, yeah, I've got Tommy now, see you later. Like, it was so like, I don't give a fuck. It
No,
really
from
killed
that
me.
convo, I knew, she's
Yeah.
real, she's the one.
Yeah.
With the whole Lorenzo and Jazz thing in there and the affair in plain sight,
Yeah.
which went on. Obviously, you were
God.
caught in the crossfires of that a couple of times.
Yeah.
What is your view on that since leaving the villa?
I think coming out, there's definitely like flirty conversation. They never said there wasn't flirty conversations. But I think it was maybe flirtier than it was made out.
Yeah.
Maybe
Right.
I think because I wasn't as checked in me and Lorenzo's situation as Cav was with Jazz.
Yeah.
I think I wasn't taking it as that deep
Right.
because I wasn't as emotionally invested as Cav was in Jazz. So I think he took it a lot harder. So we kind of confided in each other and was like, oh yeah, so what's going on? And we
You
could
guys were
kind of
killing
see it
it.
unfold, just our chats versus theirs. And I don't know. There was, I don't know. What do you think? You thought it was a bit.
Oh yeah, I could see it. Like, because like I said, when I got caught up, I saw a couple episodes. I saw, I think it come up in a challenge or something before I come in on a quote thing about, and it was the affair.
Yeah.
Thing. So then I saw that, and I saw it. Yeah, I think everyone did see
There was
it.
definitely a flirty thing there. I mean, they were coupled up before, but
That was
would
a
it have
rough
been
episode
a thing?
for Jazz, wasn't
Maybe
it?
not. Yeah.
That with the quote thing, I felt really bad for Jazz.
Oh
That was
god,
like,
yeah. That was
thick
hit
and
after
fast.
hit, wasn't it?
Well, I think after that point, like that sort of got put to bed because like,
100%.
that flirting sort of stopped, didn't it?
Yeah, and they were fed up with the narrative
Yeah.
of it all as well,
Yeah.
weren't they?
I think there was just points where it was like friendly convo that then it was, I guess it was just a bit tongue in cheek, but
Yeah.
isolated, looks terrible.
I
Yeah.
think the clips that they showed, because Jazz and Lorenzo were saying that conversation was so much longer, but obviously they've only just clipped that.
If you're like, let's
little
run
bit.
it back,
Yeah,
and that's all you see,
exactly,
of course it's going to look a bit there.
And they were there for each other, and they were close friends.
They were,
but there
yeah,
was
yeah.
some
Because he
obviously
cried
flirting.
for her, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which I feel like he cried more for his friends in there than he did
Yeah.
for like any relationship, which is
Yeah.
a lovely trait to have. But every time he was upset, I was like, "Are you gonna like go and hug Yulia now?
I know.
What's going on?" So funny. So Tommy, you came in around week four,
Yeah.
for Casa. I want to know what drew you guys to each other at first. Like, what was the first initial thing that made you go boom? Like, let's have the chat.
I think like initially looks wise, I think like I was like, wow, she's beautiful. And then and then I think like I think you thought the same.
Yeah, no, when you walked in, you are my type. And everyone makes fun of the fact that you're like the third Murphy brother. So I feel like I've got a type. Do you know what I mean? I've come from Aidan to
You really
obviously
do.
Yeah.
you. So yeah, I think initially I was like, okay, right, I can see this. And then obviously you have to wait until you have a chat with them. And I'm like, does he have chat? So he's sitting there and he's being all quiet. And so I'm like, this guy's quite quiet. But we did have a great conversation. Stuff.
We did,
And then
yeah.
he opened, you're actually quite a loud mouth, really.
So
Yeah.
are you a bit of like an onion? You got to peel back the layers.
Yeah, at
initially?
the start,
I think
yeah, no,
so.
definitely. I was like, I'd say I was quite quiet, and then
Okay.
the more I got settled, like the longer I was there, I started getting louder and louder.
Same sense of humour as well. Like we would just
Yeah.
laugh, like just
Like,
have a giggle.
It was just instant straight away, wasn't it?
Yeah, we named a bug Jeff in our first
Yeah,
conversation.
named a
I
bug.
can't
Love
get any
that.
better than that, really.
Missing Jeff.
Yeah.
Missing Jeff at the villa.
Shout out Jeff.
Yeah, and then I went over to the boys. I was like, boys. They were like, how did it go? Like, expecting me to say, like, yeah, it went really well. I fancy. I went, I just named the bug Jeff with her.
They were
we
like,
like starstruck.
they were like,
as we
okay,
got to it.
heavy competition.
Yeah.
They're thinking, oh my God.
Yeah.
But that must also have been so demoralising for the Casa boys who were trying really hard. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, what a spark over there. It's
Yeah.
going amazing.
No, but
you
the
know what
thing
I mean?
is,
They can't get hard watching
I
each
sort of made it pretty clear, like early, that I was kind of only really interested in
You
Yasmin.
guys did
Yeah.
lock it off in Casa quite
That
quickly.
wasn't,
Yeah, we
that
did.
weren't part of the plan for me. I'm not gonna lie at the start. Like I was
He
gonna,
was going to go and do a
I
madness.
was gonna
apparently.
like explore a few different options, get in a few
Who?
situations.
Who were the options? Me
or-
turning into an owl. Who? Who?
No. I think I just wanted to get to know everyone. Like just
Yeah.
speak to. No, yeah. I think everyone. Like, I wanted to just
Yeah.
like have chats with everyone and sort of see at that point. Then, but after our first chat, I was like, oh, I just really fancy.
I love that though.
Yeah,
when
I
you
love
know,
that
you
for
know.
me.
Yeah.
When you know, you know.
And then I didn't really like put my time elsewhere. I thought, what's the point?
Yeah, and one thing that was really nice about you, you would literally every single day pull the girls and see how they were feeling. Not even
Yeah.
in a flatty way. He made the effort with the
That's
girls,
nice.
which was really, really nice. So that also, I like that about you.
Yeah.
And you said as well, like it was a bit of a bonding experience writing Casa for you and
Oh
the
my
girls
God.
because obviously no one wanted
So I
to.
was the only one to stay in the bed the whole time. The
I
rest
was
of the boys
down-
were all
yeah.
upstairs.
Oh,
Every
Really?
night I
Every
was
night.
downstairs, just me in the room with all the
The
girls.
girls were like, "Can you talk a little bit? It's a bit quiet in here because we're normally used to all the noise."
Yeah, yeah.
So the me and Tom, they were probably just listening to all our conversations
Oh
in
my
bed.
God.
Yeah.
It's just a rough ride for those Casa boys, and they were really trying. I mean,
Oh, yeah, I
Carlos
feel
was
bad.
grafted.
Yeah,
he was
was.
bringing up his mum in every conversation.
Yeah.
Saying his mum recommended him to all these girls.
Bless him. What's it like in the Casa experience? I feel like you've got to get to know each other a lot faster than maybe you normally have in the villa because it's such a like shorter amount of
Yeah.
time. Did
Yeah.
you feel that, or was it quite easy going?
I think like I obviously going in there, I knew that I only had a few days, so like, but I didn't even want to put that pressure on myself. Like I just thought if something like happens, it happens.
Yeah.
If not, it don't happen. So like that was always my thought process.
Yeah.
So I think we were just lucky that it was kind of like instant for us. Whereas like, I feel like some of the boys it was hard because they only had like a short amount of time to get to know the girls and like make an impression.
You were like, I know I'm going in that villa. Let's take it slow. I know I'm going in there. What was it like going back to the villa for you, Tommy, after Casa, especially with the guys? Because I always, that first couple episodes is rough for the new bombshells.
Yeah.
And yeah, what was it like for
And
you?
there was 20 people in there.
Was 20?
22 or something.
Yeah, there's
21
a
or
lot.
22. There was a lot of
Yeah.
people in there.
I think it was quite rough at the start because I remember like the first time when like obviously Yaz chose to stick with me or twist whatever, and I was just sitting there and like obviously I couldn't even speak to the boys because like they were all standing there and you have to be quiet. So like I'm almost wanting to just shake their hands, be like, "You're right, lads," but I
Yeah,
couldn't. And then like after that, for the first couple of days, it was quite a weird experience.
Takes a while to adjust, doesn't it?
The thing is, all the other Casa boys weren't there apart from like one. So like I
Right.
lost all the other boys who I've been with for a couple of days. So it took me a good few days to like get to know the boys, but they sort of all took me in.
That's good.
And like very quickly we got really close,
Yeah.
and then Yeah, so yeah, the first few days were hard and then it was fine.
Yeah. Even for me, it was a lot. I was like, bloody hell, this is a lot of people. People were sleeping outside.
Well,
There
yeah,
wasn't
and
enough
then there was
beds.
quite a few Casa goals in there too,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
there was such a big
There was a
fallout.
divide, I think.
Yeah, there was. Which I mean, have you watched Love Island before, both of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
last series, that divide was absolutely
Oh my
crazy.
God.
And when after Casa, I was like, oh no, is it gonna happen
Yeah.
again? But yeah, you guys managed to sort out. I feel like this year on Love Island, actually, your cast was probably the most like together and like
I
friendly.
think they were trying to
Yeah.
break us and we wouldn't
Yeah,
break.
there
Yeah.
was
You
like-
can't break us.
Yeah, there was not really like there weren't too much drama. There weren't much bad blood. Like
It was more
all,
between couples than
yeah,
Yeah.
people, you know?
We was all
Agreed.
quite a big group.
Tommy, would you have wished that you went in as an OG, or are you happy with how it worked out for you?
I think it's just like everything's like I feel like
Get
what's
your
meant
words
to be
out.
is meant to be.
No, I guess you had enough time, didn't you, as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like I still personally I couldn't have done any longer. I was sort of saying that to you. I was
Yeah.
like I couldn't have done any longer. I feel like the time that I had was perfect, and I'm not very confrontational. Like I don't really like drama too much as well. Hence why we stayed out of the drama, both of us. So like it did get to the point where it was like draining me a little bit. Like
Yeah.
hearing the drama, I was like, oh, for
Yeah,
fuck's sake,
after
not
afterwards,
again.
you're just quiet. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, and I feel like if you did come in earlier, my thing would be like, oh, well, everything happens for a reason. And what if you came in and then we didn't work out because then someone else came in or something like that? So I always think
works
everything
perfect,
happens for
yeah.
a reason.
It
yeah.
does. And at the point was giving Knight in shining armor, I can't lie
Yeah,
to you.
yeah,
He
yeah.
is.
Because I felt like the Lorenzo thing was fizzling. I just think it was funny the way it happened because you were like, Lorenzo who? I don't know who Lorenzo is. No, I
Well,
love
I
that.
also thought he's back with his Saskia. Like, I'm not being funny. We would have chats, flirty chats, and he'd be bringing up
Guys,
Saskia
this
in
Saskia
these
thing.
chats. So I'm like, what are you on about? You still want to get to know me? Your Saskia's here.
But even is this true? Actually, I'm going to ask you this: that everyone was calling Yulia Saskia, and then she was like, "Enough is enough"
she was
in
getting,
there.
Yeah, she was getting fed
Yeah,
up with
yeah,
that.
yeah. She didn't
She
like
didn't
that.
like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'd be like, "Why are you comparing me to someone who isn't real?"
Yeah, that would piss me off if I was
Yeah, like a
Julia.
fantasy woman.
Yeah. No, bless him. But I'm glad that everything worked out, didn't it?
Yeah, it
Did,
did.
Yeah. We saw you guys part of an awkward situ in the villa where Fitzy and Lola are having a bit of a bicker session about Fitzy going to speak to Lola. And Fitzy going to speak to Yulia.
I forgot about this.
And you guys were kind of sat there, and obviously, as you've said in this pod, you hate confrontation. How awkward was that for
The
you?
thing
Me and
is,
you were
like,
just twiddling our thumbs. We were just like, what
yeah,
the
like
hell?
Lola's her girl, Fitzy was my boy, so I was just trying to be there and like.
If you
be in
said
the
one
middle.
thing to back Fitzy, then Lola's like, but what about me? And then
Yeah,
and then
no,
you say
I-
something about Lola and Fitzy's like, well, I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
And we're
yeah.
like, oh my God, we're just going to keep our mouth
Because
shut.
I was like, Fitzy, like Lola, like, that's cool. Like you should just let him just air it out with Yulia and leave it there. And she was like, no.
She's
And
like,
I was
if you
like,
do that,
right.
we're going to have a problem. And we're just sat here thinking, should we leave? Are
Yeah.
we interrupting?
Yeah, you're like, when you're on a couple's holiday with another
Yeah.
couple and they start arguing and you're
At
like,
dinner.
yeah,
Yeah.
do we pay the bill?
Yeah,
Um,
that was funny.
I was going to ask when Lola came on the podcast, you mentioned that you guys not knew each other but had like mutuals from where you live.
Yeah, so she lives 5 minutes down the road from me.
Which
Like
is
it's probably
crazy.
a 10-minute walk. Like it's absolutely crazy.
No way.
Never heard of each other, but obviously I think one of our younger brothers is a year above me. So we
Right.
went to like schools right next to each other.
No
So we
way.
kind of know our brothers. I didn't know our brother even had a sister.
Right.
Like we were talking about the walks that we went on where I'm like, I go on that walk to get my 10k steps in every day. Like we've definitely crossed
That's
paths. It's so
funny.
crazy.
This is what Kent and Essex are like, I feel.
Yeah. It
Everyone
is.
knows
Yes,
everyone.
it is,
It's always like
it's just
it.
the bridge in between, and then it's Kent, Essex.
It's
We're
the
all the
same type of
same.
people.
It is.
It's the
yeah.
exact.
Well, me
Yeah.
and Aidan were always arguing like what was better, and he'd be like, "Nah, Kent's took over Essex." I said, "No way."
Or the Great Divide. It was
Yeah.
Kent and Essex. How did you guys feel after the final? After it all wrapped up, obviously you had your final like debrief situation,
Yeah.
didn't you? Massive whirlwind for you both.
Yeah.
What was it like when the camera shut off and you're like kind of free from the experience?
Oh, we loved it.
Yeah, we were just smiling at each other in the car,
We-
like, oh my God,
honestly,
we're free.
the drive away, like we just felt like we put our hands up, we're
Really?
like, it's freedom.
Yeah, we're like, get us out, get us a tequila
Because
shot.
like
Yeah.
like a lot of our chats would just be about our future and like what we're gonna go and do now on the
Yeah.
outside. So like we were like just happy that we
We
could
were
actually
ready
go out
to
there.
do that at that point.
Yeah.
That's what Lola and Fitzy said, right? They were saying that once you find that connection and you've been speaking so much about it, you
Yeah.
kind of like, why are
It
we in
gets
here?
to a certain point where
And there's
you're
only
like
so many times that you can like, what's it?
have the
What's
same
word?
chats.
No, what's the word? Oh, confess your undying love to someone. Do you know what I mean?
What's the word? No, but I get that. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I've told you it now.
I told you I love you.
Can we go
out
I
for
told you I
dinner?
like you. Take me
Yeah.
out on dinner.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, because we were just asking, we were like, can they just send us on a bloody date?
We didn't. No one got any final
No
dates.
final dates.
No dates.
Instead, they just chucked you out.
Yeah,
They thought,
instead,
let's
yeah.
just drop this bomb
They
on
said,
there.
here's the
Yeah.
final date. It's on a Jet 2 flight back home. Crazy. So what were your chats about things you wanted to do outside? Like, have you got any plans?
The list goes on.
Yeah.
Ibiza, we wanna
Yeah, we
wanna
do
go
that.
and party together.
Nice.
We want to do both sides. We want to party but do the chilled dinners.
Yeah, it was like a nice spa hotel.
Spa
Also a bit
hotel.
of that.
Cute.
Also
You guys
drinks as well.
deserve a rest.
Yeah,
we
I
do.
think
yeah.
so.
Football,
It's a big summer.
yeah, football. I wanted to bring you to a game. We've done
Yeah,
that.
we've
That's
done
one off
that.
the list.
Ticking them off already. Podcast,
An
tick.
event, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
We are going through them thick and fast.
We are,
actually.
we are.
love
we
that.
are.
Even silly things like we were saying, I can't wait to grab a coffee. We've done that. Can't wait to get in the car, be the passenger.
Put the music
princess,
on,
put the
yeah.
music, we've done
We're
that.
just
Oh, I
ticking all the
love
boxes.
that.
Yeah.
I love that. How is it with friendships coming out? Like, have you got any group chats set up? That's always a thing that everyone does. Like, you know, who are you closest to from coming out?
We have got a group chat. I don't think everyone's in it. It's impossible to get everyone's
I
numbers.
think
Like,
most people are.
most
but
people are.
We've got a chat. I think I've been out with Aidan a few times already. It's only been a week.
A money.
Yeah, me and
money.
Aidan have. We've been out in London.
Just keep
think-
bumping into them.
Yeah, we're all gonna meet up this week. So
We want to
yeah.
see Jazz and Cav, don't we?
Jazz
Love
and Cam. We want
that.
to do a double date with them.
Yeah, we want to meet up with
Yeah.
them. They've been busy.
They're
but
giving Posh and Becks, aren't they?
They are love.
Love.
We love. Who else? Obviously, you want to see like Lorenzo.
We're gonna see.
as
Well, yeah, we're gonna see Finn and Ellie as well.
Finn and Ellie,
Nice.
because she's coming down to Essex.
We're all
Makes
gonna go for
sense.
dinner on Saturday
Yeah.
as well.
Love that. I
Yeah.
love that. And so they're the kind of like main friendships you're gonna keep in
Yeah.
touch with after the
Yeah,
show.
Lola Fitzy for sure as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I know they're so sweet. I feel like that was chaos for them leaving as
Yeah.
well. It's,
Yeah,
it does get
yeah.
I
chaotic.
was so upset. I
Well,
couldn't.
I know.
me
Well,
crying in the
Lorenzo was
bicep.
yeah,
She was crying in the
everyone
bicep.
showing off the guns while sobbing.
He actually did. He was just like,
I felt bad, but I was
have a
like,
load of that.
felt bad you were crying, but I was just like,
I
yeah.
can imagine that really like rocks the villa in it. Like when a
Yeah.
big
She was
like
my piece of home as well.
Yeah.
Like, we used to speak about the ice cream shop down Broadstairs, and now I had no one to speak to about it.
yeah.
So sad.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to get on to a segment called baggage claim, right?
Mm,
What?
Okay.
oh
Don't
God.
panic.
Okay.
Everything's fine. What I do is I go through any like press headlines, tweets, anything like that, and put them to bed. So naturally, with you
Perfect.
guys, there was a lot of speculation as you left that we need to clear up now. Guys, this is honestly like I feel like I'm going through Lola's detective logs
Is it that bad?
in these articles because I feel like if we lay it out of what people have said, then you can just say true, not true, right?
Okay.
Let's go for it. So
Is this like quick fire?
I guess so. It's how quickly you want to answer. It's only about what you spoke about on the show anyway. So I'm not
Okay,
pulling
sweet.
out like dirt
Oh,
from
okay,
3 years ago on
okay,
Snapchat.
okay.
Imagine. So yeah, I've got your Snap history on the screen. So the tab reports Yasmin's friends respond to rumours she dumped boyfriend days before going on Love Island, right? So the Sun claimed in an email containing dates and details, right, that there was a picture of you and your ex kissing timestamped 9th of May. The email sender alleged that Yasmin dumped Joel on the 13th of May and then entered the villa in June.
Oh, no, this is wordy, isn't it?
Allegedly.
Where do people get this from?
So this was an alleged thing from the Sun.
Yes. Okay.
But you, obviously, it said that your friend said that you split up in December last
yeah,
year.
so we split up in December, and then that's when I applied in January because I was
Right.
like, right, get this quick.
Fine.
Because I didn't want to
okay.
get back in a relationship. So
Yeah.
that we were in the same friendship group. So we obviously did cross paths a few times after we broke up, but we split up in December.
Fine. So
Yeah.
what the May thing is that not true?
What the May thing?
Well, apparently, there's a picture of you kissing in May.
that would have been, yeah, to be fair, like we crossed paths. So we had a drunken
Fine, and
kiss.
you know
Do
what? And that
I
is
mean?
so fair.
Thank
and so fair.
you.
It doesn't mean that you were together. We've all gone back and kissed the ex.
Thank you.
On a night out and then been like, see you later.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Okay, fine, cool. See, wasn't that bad? I just, guys, when I saw that, I was like, there's a lot to unpack here.
That was a
Yeah.
lengthy sentence.
It was giving, Lola's detective files. That's truly. And then obviously your friends had your back, which was really lovely.
Yeah, that is nice.
And came out and said that, untrue. So we love that. This one's on Grazia. Tommy, it says, does Tommy Stagg actually have a secret girlfriend? And this is from the Not Another Podcast Admire, where fans submitted questions and they were questioning about whether you had a girlfriend. Now, kind of cleared it up on the show. Just thought we'd put it to bed once and for all. The heavy breath. Don't worry.
No.
I heard that.
I'm happy that I'm happy because I can actually like clear it up again.
Good.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah.
The ASMR listeners at home are like, oh God. So you said, no, I was previously in a relationship with someone, but I told her I was doing this and we left it sweet. It was quite recent. We split up a few weeks before.
Yeah.
Fans said, does Tommy know he was rumoured for weeks before the show? So when did he apply and agree to do the show? When was he with his girlfriend? So the main question was like, were you on and off? And then the other joke that Casey made on After Sun was that your girlfriend drove you to your audition.
Oh my God.
So I want to clear that all
Obviously,
up.
that one's not true.
It was a Zoom
Could
anyway.
you imagine school pickup?
Imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously, when the question come at me in the podcast with Maya, I didn't actually answer it properly because I remember going away thinking, I've not even
You didn't
fucking
do it
answered it
justice,
properly.
no.
Like, I've made myself look like an idiot for no reason. But we actually split up in December, and then I was single for a few months, and that's when they approached me.
Right.
So they approached me, and then I entertained it. I was single, and then I sort of like put it to bed in the back of my mind because I didn't hear from them. And then me and this person tried to we were gonna try to fix things. We tried fixing it, and then we split up again a few weeks before. Then they were like, right, we're serious now, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put myself first. It's my life. That was it. So I didn't actually answer it properly.
Fine. Okay. So it was just basically an on and off situation.
Yes.
But I feel like
We split up properly in December, yeah.
right, because I feel like my personal opinion on this, as someone that's done it before, is that once you split with someone and then you go back, typically that second time never works anyway.
Yeah.
And it's
agreed.
always the case, isn't it? And I feel like, so when you are like, okay, let's try and make this work, you've already kind of made the decision in your head that you're not going to work out.
So it's annoying because like when the question come at me, obviously I just didn't expect that question, and I didn't like.
What a curveball for you on a
Yeah.
podcast of my
Right,
jammer.
okay.
Because obviously we did sort of like properly put things to bed like a couple of weeks before, so that's all I sort of said in my head, but I didn't fully explain it. But when the ex-Islanders come back, I got a chance to say this
Yeah.
and address it. So
And a
then
lot of
after
them
that,
then
I think when I did, all the ex-Islanders that voted me were like, "Oh shit, right, fair enough."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And I
hard.
was like, "Why are you voting me?"
I think they had a predetermined like answer for
Yeah.
and
They
they were just going off of, I guess, like the outside noise. But as you said, if you'd already spoken
know.
through
But
it
that's the
and we
annoying
hadn't
thing
seen
about
it,
this whole thing was it's like it looked like it just got dropped on Yaz and she just found out like in our first ever conversation, I think it was, you were like, how long's it been?
Yeah, because obviously when you get to know someone, the first questions I'm asking in there is, how long have you been single for? Like blah blah blah. So
And
we
I
had
said that.
Obviously it was very brief, but I knew.
I think
Like I didn't want to know the full details in our first conversation.
I think Lola was actually there as
Yeah.
well, and even Lola said on, I don't know if they showed this, but Lola was like, I literally heard that conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, but obviously I just didn't go into the full like ins and outs of my past relationship. Why would I? Like we're getting to know each other.
And also, we're the type of people that, no offense, but I don't want to know about your ex.
Well, also, it's just awkward when someone speaks about
I
their
don't
ex
wanna
loads when you first meet because you're
know.
like, are you still like into them? That type of thing.
Yeah.
There was a moment where you got quite upset when it all came out. What was the reason for that? Was it just an
I
overwhelm?
think it
or-
was just a lot, and I think it was just more the fact of, right, do I know all the details?
Okay.
And then we spoke about it, and I think, like you say, I don't think it was done justice in the way it came out. And obviously,
Yeah.
then there was Simba and Samraj coming up to me saying he was spiraling,
Yeah,
spiraling. They were just trying to like make it a bigger thing than
Right.
it was. So I was thinking, am I missing something here or something like that? So yeah, I mean, we had a conversation. We cleared it up very quickly, in a sense.
Yeah, I think on that same day it happened, we literally cleared it up.
Yeah, we did.
We went to bed, we had a long chat in bed. Obviously, they didn't show
I think
that.
it was more other people's opinions.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, well, why are they saying like why? I don't know. Simba wasn't even in the
Was
bloody
it more
conversation,
like
and
the
he's saying he's
unknown
spiraling.
of like, because I guess you guys know the truth, but when the
Yeah.
Islanders are coming in and saying things, and that's been brought up on the podcast, was it just like what is actually being said
Yeah,
about
and it was
this?
overwhelming as well. It was overwhelming for you.
It's for me as well
Just like,
because like
what is this?
I was more pissed off that I didn't answer the question properly on the pod because I kind of trapped myself in it and I wasn't. So that's what annoyed me, and I was just
Fine.
like, I'm getting all this now.
Because your journey in there was so like loved
Yes.
up from Casa. That
Yeah.
was probably the first time we saw a hurdle, and because it was
Yeah.
so late on, I think everyone was like, "Oh no, like, are they gonna last now?" I
Yeah.
mean, you guys seem pretty solid from what I can
We
see.
are, yeah. I think like, yeah, it is annoying. I think like maybe if that sort of didn't come into it a few days before, would things be different? We don't know. We're getting
Yeah.
so many people coming up to us now saying like, "Youth are our winners."
Yeah.
Oh, really? You were robbed.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you both got to clear it up.
Mm.
And I feel like, yeah, it just was a bit left field, I guess.
100%. Yeah.
But it's nice that you
Bad timing.
had a test but got through it, which is
Exactly.
the main
yeah.
thing, isn't it?
And we
Yeah.
didn't ever like argue over it or anything like that.
No.
It was a very quick
On
address.
like I said,
thing.
we literally it was squashed within that first night.
It was more
of
other
it
people
coming
that had a
up.
problem with it. than
Yeah, and then the
us.
next day we don't listen to what other people
Yeah.
have to say.
Because Yas, when you went in the dressing room and cried, I was like, oh no, fuck. I was like, please, no, don't. Like, I
As soon
thought.
as I done it, I was like, why didn't I go somewhere else? But in there, you can't go anywhere
Because all
else.
the girls are like, oh, yes.
I
And I was
was
like,
thinking,
no,
okay.
is it bad? But yeah, no, I've got another one here, an article, which I am obsessed with this because I met your auntie,
Oh.
who I thought was your
Oh,
mum.
I know what you're going to talk about.
So it says here, Love Island fans gobsmacked over Yasmin's twin auntie looking exactly like her. What the fuck? I
know.
honestly,
She
After
does,
Sun was
yeah.
like, that's Yaz's mum. And they were like, no, that's not
I
her
didn't
mum.
know either. When I went over to like pull them over to my parents, I was like, "You're right." Like I didn't know which one was your mum.
Oh.
Do you get this a lot?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I think where I live, everyone knows that that's my mum. So
Right.
maybe it's like the blonde hair. I don't know. But we do have a very like strong family resemblance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was on the After Sun stage and I was like, oh my God, Yaz's mum's so cute. And they were like, that's not her mum.
Oh
And
my
I was like,
God. I know. Everyone said
mental.
it to me, even in there. But yeah, I've not had it before.
Strong family genes.
Yes,
Love it.
exactly.
I've got here. Some publications have made bold claims like they will be the first to split after the show because of the revelations, blah, blah, blah. What do you think of those rumours? Like that,
Do you know
because
what?
that was kind of like the press, you know what I mean? That was what was
Yeah.
happening.
I feel like I heard nothing but the opposite of that. to be
Yeah,
honest
I
with
can't
you.
like we've heard.
I feel from
Yeah.
socials, that's
I
all
think
I've seen
everyone
is the
has
love,
seen-
you know?
Yeah, no, same.
That's what I mean. Like everyone's seen when we've come out. Like I think everyone knew how genuine it was. Like especially the people that was in there. So like coming out there, I think people are starting to see that. Do you know what I mean? So I couldn't care less about that.
I think
Yeah,
you're
we
one
don't
of the
care.
most genuine couples in
I
there.
think so.
Yeah.
In terms of like actually seeing like love and an actual relationship forming, I definitely say you guys are up there.
Oh,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
thanks.
Like we
alright.
said, like if I was there at the start, like as an OG, and we had all that time, I think it would be even.
Whole different story.
You, Lola, and Fitzy would have been fighting for who's going to leave and go outside and go on a date. You would be like, no, get me out, get me out. When they waved that white flag, they were like, please, Lorenzo, stop
Let us
crying.
go,
I
yeah.
know, so am I.
Yeah, I think we've just like we're taking things at our own pace, and we're like, I wouldn't change like anything the way it's
No.
gone really.
No, I agree.
And now like we're on the outside world and we're doing everything that we spoke about, and yeah, we're just taking it at our own
Yeah.
pace.
And like slotting into each other's lives so easily must be nice.
She
Even
hasn't
like
left
your-
my house.
I haven't left his house, to be fair. I need to go back and see my family.
Well, that was my next question was, would there be a move in on the cards?
We haven't really spoke about it, have we?
We
We're
ain't-
not in a rush to do
Yeah.
that.
Not
in a
Like I said, we're
rush.
not actually far from each other. We're like an hour
like
and
an
a
hour
little
and a
bit down
bit.
the road.
Fine.
So it's really nice and easy to get to each other.
But she
Yeah.
has literally been at my house.
I
like-
have, yeah. We'll probably just be switching around the house.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
but I now want to go and see your mom, your family, your
Yeah,
friends.
we
I haven't
need to
done
go
that
do
yet.
that.
Oh, have you not?
She's just been
We're,
with me
we're
like
going to do
pretty
it on
much all week.
Sunday, aren't we?
Right.
Sunday, I
think.
think.
Yeah.
You've only been out like
I know.
when
I
did you get
know.
back?
Wednesday?
Wednesday?
Last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday,
That's
something like
fucking
that.
mental. So it's
I
literally like
know.
not
Yeah.
even
Less than
been
a week.
less than
Yeah.
a
And
week.
like, I think in that time we've done so much.
We have done a
already.
lot, to be fair.
We ain't
That's
stopped.
the stuff you're telling me already off your list. I'm like, guys, calm it down. You're not gonna have anything left by the end of the year. So I've got here like next plans. Obviously, you mentioned like IB for a nice holiday,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Anything else on the cards?
I'm really excited to bring you to an event. Like
Oh
to
yeah,
the Pasha
to
House.
his
Yeah,
proper event.
Tell me more about your events.
Yeah, so I started Pasha House maybe 3.5 years ago. I was playing pro football and I was playing for Colchester for 12 years, and then I left. I didn't really know what to do in my life. I was at quite a low point. I had no money. I just didn't know what to do with myself. So I always had like a passion for like partying, and that's probably part of the reason why like my football career, like I didn't stay at the highest level because I like to party and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I thought, should I just throw a party? So I found like a random golf club.
Really?
I just
Love that.
rolled up. I was like, can I throw an event here? And the geezer looked at me, he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, can I just throw a party? And he was like, all right, cool. I take the bar money, you can take the ticket money. So I was like, all right,
Love
sweet.
that.
So I done it, went really well, got all my friends there, done it again, and then just kept like growing it bigger and bigger, and to the point where it is now. Yeah, I'm really excited to see where it goes.
So just
now.
keep on hustling with that. I
Yeah.
love that. Are you both going to be going down the like influency route at all, like content creation? Because it's some people really love that side of things.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the TikToks already, and I'm loving them, by the way.
I know. I've always been into my Instagram anyway. Already done that kind of prior anyway. a
Your
little bit.
Instagram is.
Thank
Someone
you.
said to me the other day, Yaz has one of the prettiest Instagrams
Oh,
I've
it's
seen.
unreal.
Someone
Oh,
actually said that
thank
to me.
you.
It's
I do
unreal.
take a lot of pride in my Instagram.
It's
like, that's
great.
my hobby.
Okay,
Do you know what I mean?
fine.
So I'll definitely be.
Oh,
obviously
hobby
going-
to job.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah, I think like with me, obviously, I've got my events business, and I think that's something I really want to focus on now. I want to be #1 in the world with that, so I want to put a lot of my time into that, and then like I'll chip in a few bits.
It's like Posh and Becks. You just dip in here and there for a photo shoot. You know what I mean?
exactly.
I'll chip in with a few bits, but that is my focus.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Well, I'll see you on the NTA's carpet, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what you're both
Can't
wearing.
wait for the next catch up.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
It's been lovely. I hope that wasn't too
Oh my
too
God,
No,
stressful
that's
for you
fine.
guys. Was that all right?
Yeah, that was good. That was amazing.
Good.
Best first podcast. Yeah.
Good. And I'm sure I will see you knocking about. I'd like to come to an event.
Yeah.
Let's come to the
22nd of
next
August.
one.
Are you
Okay,
free?
I'm not massive unts, but I
it's
No,
not-
like
it's
to.
not
And
uns. It's more like
wordy
lyrical
house.
house,
Oh,
like,
I
that you can
like-
sing along to.
I like house music.
Yeah.
Okay, well there you go.
Okay,
But it's
Love
not
it.
like heavy. It's nice.
I'll come.
along.
I'll come.
All the cast are coming.
Are they?
Yes, so come
Everyone.
along. It
Fine.
could be the after sun, final after sun that you never had.
It'll be the fine line I've had. Okay, I love that. I'll be there.
Okay,
I'm not even
perfect.
joking. I
No,
will.
you better
Where
come.
is it?
It's in London, Mayfair.
Okay, cool.
22nd of
Ooh,
May.
bougie.
22nd of August.
Get planning your outfit.
Yeah, fucking hell. Okay. Right, 22nd of August.
Tequila shot.
We'll see you
The
there.
king- oh,
yeah, not too many. I don't want to be carrying you home.
I'm gonna die.
We're gonna be carrying Joe home.
Don't. That would be the most embarrassing
I'd love
TikTok. The
that.
cast of Love Island of putting Joe into a car because he's too drunk.
Tables are turned.
Manifest it. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank
It's
you
been
so
lovely.
much.
Everyone at home, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify. We'll see you very soon on Thursday for another episode. Bye-bye.
See ya.
This has been a Global and the Fella Studios production.